to my channel. Here today to start a reading vlog. I'm just introducing the vlog in this clip because when I actually start the vlog, I'm not looking so put together. So at the end of the vlog, I've decided to come back and film a little intro just so you're not completely put off by a 40-something-year-old woman starting a vlog when she just rolls out of bed. So if you're interested in any of these books, these are the books that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Just showing the titles because you'll hear me mention the books. If you're interested in a little journaling or seeing me interact with my daughter, then you may like this video. So I hope you stick around for it. Stay tuned. It is 6:35 in the morning, so pardon me that I don't look completely put together, but this package came overnight, so I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much to the publishers, Random House. They're always sending me packages. Now, I don't know what this is, which is why I want to open it really quickly. There's some kind of solvent. Looks like detergent. And I don't know if that was just from my husband cleaning off the snow off the car, or this is from the delivery truck. So I want to get this away from here as soon as possible. It is another arc of Saltwater by Katie Hayes. So this goes on sale in March 2025. The publishers already sent me an arc. So I think I could give this away. The synopsis says this is a thriller following a woman who disappeared and was later found dead. She left behind a daughter who 30 years later is trying to find out what really happened with her mom. So I'm really interested to read this, and I'm glad that they sent me another arc because I'd kind of put it aside, but I'm definitely going to add this to my February TBR if I don't get to it before the end of this month. So looking forward to reading Saltwater by Katie Hayes, and I don't know, let me know if this is on your radar as well. Like I said, I have an arc to give away. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to do that. Hi friends, it is Friday morning and I'm starting another weekend reading vlog a la mid-month book bash. But the mid-month book bash was last weekend. I'm just doing it all over again. So it is about 11 o'clock in the morning. Took my daughter to school this morning. Got some housework done. We're in the phase of decluttering. And I'm reading this amazing book. But I don't know, for the life of me, I can't figure out where I put it. Which may be a reflection that I do need to tidy up my life, which is what the title of the book is. I was reading it last night before I went to sleep. I know that, but somewhere in the process, I've misplaced it. I may have left it in the car because I may have taken it with me when I took my daughter to school. So I need to make progress on some buddy reads. I'm buddy reading Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and I'm at chapter 9. I need to check in with my buddies. I am reading Familiaris by David Roblowski. I'm buddy reading this with Patrice Jones. And I think she left her second check-in video. No, not video. Her second check-in message. So I need to finish up the section and check in with her as well. So you'll probably hear me talk a little bit more about those books over the weekend. I'm still reading Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo. So I will probably finish it this weekend. Aside from that, we are heading to a youth convention this weekend. So I'll take you along with me. I hope this will be a fun weekend. Some fun, but also some family time, some reading time. It's also a really big weekend with American politics. This is the weekend for the Trump inauguration round 2. And we'll just have to see how this goes. The helicopter has been outside for about 10 minutes, and I have no idea why. Thanks. I wear almost no jewelry, but my daughter gave this to me. She chose it from some kind of a container that they had at her school, and she picked it for me because I'm always talking about France. I'm always talking about taking her to Paris. So it has a little charm on it and of course, charm of the Eiffel Tower. Sentimental. I probably wouldn't wear it outside, but I have it. And so the book I'm showcasing today for the 75 Hard Style Challenge Bookish Edition is this brand new release, Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson. She's the author of Black Cake. We'll be reading this book together for the Runwright Reads Book Club later this year, but I feel like it matches my outfit. To connect the book with the outfit, my mom wears blazers all the time. She still does. She was a school principal, and for her professional life, she wore a blazer almost every day, and then she did it in her casual life as well. And so somehow it just always feels right for me to put a blazer on. This inside blouse, this whole kind of camisole top, is also a gift from my mom. I probably wouldn't think to put these colors together, except they work on the book cover. So I'm assuming they work here too. I'm just in the car waiting to pick up my daughter. I'm about to scan some of my fetch receipts for the week. We have a lot of grocery shopping, just picking up 1 or 2 or 3 items. As a matter of fact, I just stopped at the grocery store, so let me show you what I got. I got a mango, which is more or less green, but we'll put it to ripen. It will take a few days and then it will be ready. I picked up some Swiss Miss because we're running low on hot cocoa for my daughter's nighttime and sometimes early morning beverage. Got some turkey sausage, turkey Polska kielbasa. This is one of my daughter's approved dinner protein choices, and I'm waiting on our subscribe and save from Amazon. We have the little applesauce pouches. They come to us on subscription, but we're running low, and by running low I mean we probably have 2 more left, and they're not coming until Sunday or Monday, and we're heading out for the weekend. So I just stopped and picked up one for her lunchbox tomorrow for when we go to church. So I only picked up one because I have another one just like this. So yeah, what else? Did I get anything else? Yeah, no. That's all I stopped and picked up at the store. 4 things. And it doesn't matter how much the receipt is, I'm guaranteed a minimum of 25 points, depending on whether or not there is some kind of promotion associated with the item or the store. I may even get more. If you aren't already on Fetch, there's a code in the description box to sign up, and we both get bonus points if you use my link to join. It is tea party time, and the princess is hard at work. Teddy is using the computer as a chair, as a backrest, and there's other food being prepared.
My computer just turned on and it's waiting for me to scan it.
Yeah, it's waiting for you to come scan so you could do your homework. But tea party must go on. All right. This is for me. Should I pour my own tea?
You can. You
Okay.
can pour however much you want.
Okay, thank you.
Make sure not to pour all.
Okay, I just poured a little bit, and now I'm gonna drink with my pinky. With my pinky, I can also eat my cookie. Okay. Yummy.
The mangoes outside. Let me come. Let me get a plate.
Thank you. Come eat your apple. Yeah, where did you go?
I went to for hot in school before I met my friend Allie.
Before you met your friend Allie?
Yeah.
So where is that school?
The
Who was your teacher?
Miss Clear.
Miss Claire?
Yeah.
Okay. Who would take you to that school, me?
No.
Who took you to that school?
A limousine.
A limousine? Every day? Wow.
But I had a holiday, so and that's the time when it was the first day of 2022, and then I met my friend Allie. That's the story.
That's the story. Got it. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends. Were you a fan of the Gilmore Girls? Because there is a Rory Gilmore reading list. I went to Barnes & Noble and found they had curated an actual shelf with some of the books. So this was what's on the shelf. And I'll tell you what I read. So pretty.
Then there's another man.
It's been snowing, so now we have a blanket of snow outside. We have to figure out what to do. What you're gonna do first thing?
First thing in the morning, say upstairs, Mommy make tea. Kei game, always.
Okay.
First thing in the morning, always.
Always. Okay. Feeling a little conflicted because the snow is beautiful and we would like to go outside and play in it. However, it's also really cold, and so we're thinking that we're just gonna go back inside. Yeah, this is where we're staying. We're gonna watch YouTube videos and play Legos and just hang out. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy Freedom Day to us. Yay!
I can take these pieces. So
I've read and loved everything that I have read from Elizabeth Acevedo so far, and so I don't want to be negative about the book, but I'm at page 170 and I've been reading this book for like a week. I'm not even halfway. It goes to page 370. I am not even halfway. So I'm not saying that I'm gonna DNF, which
Mommy,
would be unrealistic for
Mommy,
me. Yes,
just
love.
keep reading and don't look at the page numbers.
Just keep reading. Don't look at the page numbers.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what you should do.
Out of the mouth of babes. All right, so I'm gonna go back to it. But I'm gonna put it down for a little bit because I need to catch up with my buddy readers. I have to finish reading this.
Who is your buddy?
Clearly not finish. I'm buddy reading this with Miss Patrice and I need to check in. So I'm gonna read the section. I'm gonna finish the section so I can leave a message for her. And then I also have to check in with my buddies on Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Mommy,
So I have 2 reading
Mommy,
check-ins to do. Yes, love?
remember when me and Daddy and you you want a book?
I do want a book.
Say that.
What is this? What does it say?
The Book of Forces.
The Book of Forests. You made this for me? Awesome. Thank you so
Mommy.
much. Yes.
You can
Wow.
read
It's
it.
a whole story.
Read it.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood. Her mom gave her a basket with fruits to take for her grandma. But on the way, there was a... You wrote all of this?
Keep
Aw, I
reading.
love it. But on the way, there was a wolf. She started...
Daddy helped me spell Pupar.
Daddy helped you spell some of it? Okay, that's great. On the way, there was a wolf. She started talking to the wolf. Then she... Where do I go from there? Then she carried along...
Then she carried along.
Okay, so she carried along the
The
basket
wolf
and the
followed
wolf
her.
followed her. And then when she got there, she said...
What big eyes you have?
What big eyes you have?
What big ears you have?
What big ears you have?
What big mouth you have?
Uh-huh.
All the better to eat you then.
Oh no! Oh no! Thank you, baby.
The end.
The end. I love it. This is going to be my most treasured book. I love you. Thank you.
Can I color it?
Yes, you may, of course. Thank you. I'm doing a little journaling. I have some pictures to organize from the weekend, so I'm making a little insert for my journal just so I can put the photos, and in the background I'll put on a Hallmark movie on YouTube because I just love watching these Hallmark Christmas movies even when it's not Christmas. Can't get enough. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel a little foolish like I'm dressing up to go sit on the couch. Then I remind myself that it doesn't matter what the job is. You could always dress for the job that you want, which I aspire to be a work from home professional who also gets to read during her lunchtime. So that's what I'm doing, except it's not lunch, it's chocolate snack time. And I need to finish this book. So up at the library to pick up my reserves. These two came in. Both of these are recommendations from Heidi from My Reading Life. This was on her list of best nonfiction books that she read in 2024. And she also talked about starting reading David Mitchell books. So I got his first novel. There you go.
Bye bye. See you later. Bye Z. Bye Flamingo. Bye Polar Bears. Bye Ty. And bye Andy and Sam.
I'm gonna end the vlog here. You'll hear me talk more about this in a future video. For now, I've just finished chapter 6 in this book, and we're getting the beginning of a really expansive story. You can tell that the author is settling in to give you a lot of information, not just about this family, not just about this main character, John Sawtell, but also around the time of the early 1900s. We're seeing this man work in a factory where they're building automobiles, and seeing his connection to his job, how it relates to his passion. He works for a car company, but he also owns a car from the same company. And his interest in mechanics is not just limited to his own vehicle. He's also interested in making a contribution to the automotive industry. And because we know that he goes on to do other things with his life, like there are other passions that he pursues, it's also really interesting to see what the author does with this character. So definitely looking forward to continuing with this. I told you all about this one, Tidy Up Your Life by Tyler Moore. I like the fact that this was a book that's not just about decluttering your physical space. It's also about figuring out your motives, your passions, the things that you want to do with your life, and how your physical items can help or hinder that pursuit. Like, there's a section of the book where he focuses on how much is enough for you. And so in this, he talks about his family living in a small, probably what most people would consider to be a small house in the United States. He lives in a 2-bedroom apartment with his wife and 3 children, 3 daughters. And how he describes making room for the things that matter, and periodically culling your things, culling the things around you so that you can focus on what you want. So it is about physical decluttering. It's about keeping your space tidy, but it's also about so much more, about sometimes trimming the fat, trimming the excess that would prevent you from having the life that you want. So definitely really enjoyed this, and I'm following the author on Instagram. Can't wait to see what else he shares in his personal life. And finally, I just wrapped this one up, Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo. I've read all the books by this author. I've read and enjoyed The Poet X because the author is, she's like a slam poet, and I love how she incorporated her poetry into novelization. I also really like Clap When You Land and The Fire on High. So this was my fourth book that I read from the author, and there were points in the book where I thought maybe this wasn't going to be a favorite because I felt like I was getting a little lost with the characters, and maybe the book suffered from me just reading a lot of other things while I was reading it, maybe not reading it fast enough. We're reading about four sisters. There was a time when I thought it was three sisters. There are four adult sisters, and two of them have daughters. So we're reading about six women interacting. And they're also going back in time. So we're reading about present day as well as their previous lives. So these are women from the Dominican Republic. They're living in New York City, and they're all pursuing their own lives, but we see them coming together at various points because they live in close physical proximity, but they also do a lot of checking in on each other, just dropping by at the other person's workplace, whether to air a grievance or to tell about something that they saw that bothered them. So there are a lot of interactions, and we also see them growing up in the Dominican Republic and how they intervened in each other's lives as they move from childhood into adolescence, and different ones mature at different times. And I really like the interaction between these women because it shows you that people who are blood relatives can also be best friends. There was a lot about the sisterhood in this book that I really enjoyed, but like I said, there were times when I got a little bit distracted by which sister we were reading about right now. But I love how the author explores family and relationship. There's also a little bit of magical realism nuance to this book because each of the women has a gift, which is more like an extraordinary supernatural gift. So one of them is considered a healer because she is really talented with mixing herbs. And I know, there are lots of people who can do that, but others of the women have other kinds of gifts, and it borders on the supernatural. One of the daughters is also an anthropologist, and so as she's doing her scholarly investigation and writing, she's also trying to explore the story of her family and the families of the Dominican Republic and their relationship to the explorers and indigenous people. And so there's a lot in this book, and I really enjoyed it. If not for the places where I felt like I was getting a little lost, I would have said that this would have been a 5-star, but we've gone back down to about 4. But I love Elizabeth Acevedo's writing. I just probably wouldn't recommend that this be your first book if you haven't read anything from her yet. But yeah, so we're done with this vlog. This is how we're gonna end things. Hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me. We'll be back with another video like this hopefully very soon. I hope you join me for it. Let me know in the comments what you've been reading and loving recently, and we'll chat down there until we come back for another video. Happy reading. Bye.